What's good, family? How y'all doing? It's the weekend, long week, finally on vacation. Been looking forward to, getting this week over with because wifey and I, this weekend, we heading out of town, anniversary trip, just some more time to get away, and definitely looking forward to it. So I couldn't get out of work fast enough, got home, turned my work phone off, turned my laptop off, I'm good. I'm out of office for the next 8 days. Some of the comments on some of my previous videos, and people ask, I got this ginormous Bron collection, and I've been doing sneakers forever, and it was like, do you collect anything else? So if you always, I do, like, I always sneak it in there when I say I'm a Bron collector, and I do Nike retro basketball. Basically, it's kind of like Nike retro basketball trainers and turfs. I don't buy trainers and turfs like I used to, because I got then almost everything I wanted, and then the ones that I don't want, I've sold off. So, it's like trainers and turfs, Barry's, Dion's, Bows, Vicks, all that kind of stuff. I got all that. It's all outside. I do a video on that. I did a Vic video, and I did, a couple more videos. But, Nike basketball kind of now has got my heart. So I'm a 80s baby, grew up in the 90s, kind of lived that whole little, you had to be there life back in the day when Nike basketball was, innovating and doing all kind of new stuff. So one of the shoes that I gravitated to that I actually fell in love with, not even gonna cap, was the Nike Uptempo 95. So the 95, I was 15 years old, didn't have no money. It was like my first job, well, my second job actually, but my first job, that I liked. And I worked at Foot Locker. So working at Foot Locker, we had the black, this is back when they wore the referee shirts, in black. We had to get like black Dickies or black, kind of sweatpants, dress pants or whatever. And it was like working there, this shoe, it was like, it's perfect. It goes, perfect with the uniform. And it's just something, that's dope. So back in the day when I used to work at Foot Locker, all the part-timers, me and a couple of the rest of us, they used to pay us directly at the register on Sunday. So we would work on Sunday, we would get paid on Sunday, So it was like, basically they would give me my money for my check, and I would give it right back to them because I'm picking something up, 9 times out of 10. Or, I would stack my chips, and I always used to hit my moms and my pops like, hey, go half with me, something like that. And they would definitely go half with me. So, I made it make sense. But this pair right here is like my all-time favorite, Nike retro basketball or Nike basketball shoe, the Uptempo 95. Now, this is the 2011, retro. So, I've definitely gotten some wears out of them. You see they're starting to F-toe a little bit at the front. This is definitely my favorite Nike basketball shoe. Dang, these are a little bit, they ain't in bad shape. They're a little worse than I thought. So, it was just this shoe when it first came out. Like I said, I worked in the store. And then just the fact of, that's kind of when I used to get the first taste of, in the back. Stuff would come in, it wouldn't go out on the shelf, but we could sit in the back, and check it out. All J's, all that kind of stuff. I used to just sit in the back, go in the back, and check them out. This was back when I don't know if you ever worked at a shoe store. So, they would put everything on the shelf. But like Jordans and all the new releases had their own little section. So, 9 times out of 10, if you ain't had no business over there, they would be like, what you doing over there? Because, they used to keep their eyes on them, but it wasn't nothing like it is now, I bet, where it was like, stuff's getting stolen or whatever. Because, they was on it. Like, every day we had to check out. You got to show everything. You got to get up out of there. But getting back to it, when these came, like I said, with that black and white uniform, it was like a no-brainer. It was just a dope shoe. KG wore it, Tim Duncan wore it. A lot of people was wearing it. So, it was like, can you really say that it's one person shoe? Because, it's like, that's kind of what Nike did back in the day. They would just give, one shoe, they'll make it in everybody's colors. So, like I said, this is the 2011 pair. And then when they retro, definitely had to grab those. So, like I said, I don't do doubles, but this shoe, I definitely had to have a fresh pair. Now, I've worn this one like maybe once, maybe twice, and I still try and sneak and wear these because I don't want to mess these up. But, it's neither here nor there. So, this is the 2024 retro. As you can see, these is in a whole lot better shape. Like I said, I've worn them maybe once, maybe twice. But, just a black and white. This is the first shoe, the first Nike basketball shoe that we got, with the full length Air at the bottom. Like I said, it's that Mystic Teal on the bottom, black and white. They perfect. Like I said, you wear your jeans. I know a lot of y'all, don't want to wear jeans or whatever with basketball kicks, but this is just one of them ones that you can definitely do that with. In high school, we used to wear them, every day. This was the one. So, when they was talking about retro on these, I was just thinking we was going to get You know, this one and maybe a couple of other ones, but I mean, they got about, I think it's about 6 pair there retro. So from these, definitely had to grab this one, Chicago colorway. And as you can see, I don't know what I was doing. I was at a barbecue or something and got these, then dropped a rib tip on them or something. So I got to get that cleaned up. But this pair was worn by Pip. I guess you could say it's Pippin's, but you know what I'm saying? Pippin wore it, Tony Kukoc wore it. I think Ryan Harper had it. Like I said, it was just one of them ones. It was like, it's not really anybody's shoe. They just made colorways. And I mean, if you used to watch the Bulls back in the 90s, you know, they used to wear Jordans. Ryan Harper used to wear them. Kukoc used to wear them. Everybody used to wear the J's or whatever. But when stuff like this would drop, they would all get this because, I mean, they would make it in the team colorway. And it was definitely in the black, red, and white. And the Bulls was wearing it. So this colorway was a no-brainer. I got me a Pippen jersey. Hold on, let me see if I can go find it. Got my Pippen jerseys to wear with those. And I mean, I know everybody, at first when I would bring these out, people would be like, I know you ain't got no Jordan jersey on. Nah, I don't. Now, I don't have nothing against Mike. Everybody swear me down I got something against Jordan. I was a Jordan collector through and through. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, I had my whole little fiasco with my J's when I went to Iraq. Somebody broke in my storage and stole them all. And I just didn't start over. So that's when I jumped on the bronze. That was like 2005. Jumped on bronze and been on bronze ever since. But getting back to these, I mean, it's just my favorite colorway. It's almost reminiscent to the Bronze 7. I mean, you see it. And I mean, it's just this colorway in general. Black, red, and white. Red, black, and white. Black, white, red. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to do. It's just my favorite colorway. You can never, ever, ever go wrong with these 3 colors, in my opinion. So, like I said, there's multiple colorways that have dropped in this one, in this shoe. You know, on the retro or whatever, but I only needed these. It's one more that I need, but these is 3 that I got. This last one, the Lakers colorway. So these 3 right here is the ones that I felt like I needed. Like I said, there's one more. There's it's like a black, I mean a white, like a dark blue, and it's got like the navy blue Nike check or whatever. Not navy blue, but like a Carolina bluish color Nike check. These 4 is the only ones I feel like I have to have, but I've been waiting on those to drop in price. I'm gonna grab it eventually, you know what I'm saying, when the price goes down a little bit. But this Laker colorway, I had to have this one. So, you know what I'm saying? It was like that. I'm a Nike guy. So, you know, a lot of the stuff that I got in my bronze, I definitely got some of the bronze, you know, Adidas and the Reebok. But if it's a colorway I can get and it's a Nike, I'm going to get the Nike. I know a lot of people was getting the Reebok, the Iverson, you know, with the yellow toe. But like I said, I'm a Nike guy. So had the opportunity to get these in one of my favorite silhouettes. I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer. But these 3 right here, I just want to do a quick video, like I said. But these 3, I just want to do a quick video because people always ask me, you know, outside of LeBron's, what else do you collect? And Nike retro basketball is my thing. So I'm looking forward to next week on the 21st, the Air More Uptempo. That's supposed to drop with the extra white, they calling it. You know what I'm saying? So you know they got to do. So if you've been around this game long enough, you know they got to do something different with every, you know what I'm saying, re-release or retro or whatever. So, I mean, but the extra white has been on a pair that's released before, so it's not nothing that's super new, but you know, people got to have something to talk about. So I'm looking forward to grabbing those. And then, you know, whatever else, Nike retro basketball coming for the end of the year. But Nike Air Max Uptempo 95 is probably my favorite non-LeBron, favorite Nike that's not a LeBron. And I mean, these are just dope. So comment down below how you feel about these. If you got any of these, what colorways you like, what colorways you don't like. And yeah, like I said, I got a lot of stuff over here. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to start bringing, you know, a lot more of my stuff out. Because, I mean, I'm definitely a LeBron guy. But there's other, you know what I'm saying, sneakers and pairs that I got that I collect. And, yeah, I don't never see myself stopping. So comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. Page going to be around. Bringing more content to y'all. And I will definitely catch y'all in the next one.